Hello and welcome back to National Busways West Scotland, here at the East Kilbride garage just south of Glasgow, where we have a fleet of 74 vehicles, I believe made up of 50 Renowns and 24 B7TL ALX 400s. Isn't that lovely? This is VA22, so it's one of the most recent additions to the fleet, being X-Reg, although hang on, I'll check, because I swear I did another batch of Renowns. Those are also X. That's fine. But we've not looked at East Kilbride in quite a while, and there are some bus wars happening over in the club server that make me feel like I have somewhat abandoned East Kilbride. So, Qbus, I'm coming for you. We currently have a few stretches of road. I believe this one's one of the most significant ones that's only served by the night bus. That's only served by the N21, and then these two estates are only served by the N2. I'm good at this. So, these two estates I'm not sure about, but this one I definitely want to serve. And this estate's also only served, like basically this whole section is only served by night buses. Okay, this road is served by the 221, but yeah. So what I'm going to do, oh, those are just called bus stop, isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to look at here, the 202 runs from here, so going the other way around this estate, but not quite, is going to be the 201, which will go, it'll start there, it'll go this way, down to East Kilbride, probably along Queensway, out here, then down, no, that's way too long. Yeah, I think along Queensway still works though, then down and sort of around, sort of the long way, and then just around Whitehills, copying the N21. And that way, 201, N21, it does sort of make numerical sense. So, with that in mind, let's get this going. Own bus route. A lovely hex code. I am not feeling particularly great at the minute. I've not been feeling well for a while. Must be like the change in the seasons or something. Anyway, 201. Stewartfield, this is called. Stewartfield to Whitehills. So this bus stop is going to be Stewartfield, Ribblesdale. There we go. And post me if you don't mind. And there is the highly circuitous 201. I didn't realize just how bendy this route was. Yeah. This is a buildings connected to bus route powerhouse. Isn't that lovely? And also I found out where Ribblesdale is. That stop should not be called Ribblesdale. Anyway. Timetable time. Let's see how frequent it needs to be. I'm hoping every 15 minutes. Although every 20 would be fun. Because then the vehicle requirement would be low. What about 20 with a 15-minute peak uplift? That would be fun. Oh, you know what? 20 with a 15-minute peak uplift works really, really well. I'll get this done. And the timetable for the 201 is done. So, let's have a look. So it runs every 20 minutes. Let's see how normally does it return. Oh, it actually doesn't return on normal timings at all. So it's only got, after peak time, it's only got 2 minutes at Whitehills. But then it has significantly more time. Okay, that's annoying. So I need to change this to give it no break at Whitehills, and then inbound 3 minutes should be fine. Okay. Anyway, we need 8 VWs, which is obviously at East Kilbride Renowns. And on Sundays we need significantly fewer because it only runs half hourly. And that's not going to run out of PO, we do not have the space. I had another plan for this episode, which is why the money went drastically. But we do not have the space at PO. Certainly no. Although we will address it to a degree. Later. There's going to be a little new addition somewhere. Activate later. That's the 201. Which if we the 201. Isn't that beautiful? Now, what I'm looking at are sort of other big glaring omissions. And I think another big omission is the other direction around Whitehills, so the anti-clockwise, and Stroud Road. Sure, there's not much down here, but certainly going this way. And then glaring omissions in the north, there's sort of this lump. But I'm not really sure. Maybe this just gets an in-out service, or it strengthens the 200 corridor to Kingsgate. But it could also be a really indirect route to East Kilbride, just like an in-out. Because there's this road that is not being served at all, and I feel like needs to be. Unfortunately for that road, there's no connection here. The connection is back here. So this route is going to be really indirect. But that's fine. Let's look, what numbers do we have free? 201, 200, 201, 202, and then it's straight up to 210. Wow. I might renumber the 210 to the 205, because I don't think we'll need that many routes in East Kilbride. So, Stroud Road will get its time. What I may do, actually, with Stroud Road, is it will get another in-out service from East Kilbride bus station, and that will go to either... I don't want to go to Hairmyres again, but maybe it'll go via Hairmyres to Eaglesham. Like maybe sort of every 15 minutes to Hairmyres and then every half hour extend to Eaglesham. That could be fun. This, I'm umming and ahhing about whether to serve because it's very, very new. And I've already found out that Silverburn wasn't built until 2007. We're currently in 2001. So, yeah. Do I say, screw the timeline, we're already serving Silverburn, or do I make Silverburn an exception and generally try and follow the timeline? But I may be breaking the timeline in many other ways. I'm tempted to say screw the timeline. Anyway. 203, it's going to run from Whitehills the other direction, up the same way as the 201, but then it'll go this way into East Kilbride. Oh, there's a lot in East Kilbride. So, let's see if I've still got my hex code on my copy-paste clipboard. That's what that's called. I should do. I do. So this is going to be the 203 East Kilbride to Whitehills. So, where's my stop called EK bus station? I don't think I ever put that in. I'll put it in there. That's going to be EK bus station. That's going to be sort of for local stub end services. That doesn't mean that, you know, that's where the stand will be. That's just what shows on the boards. Anyway, post me if you don't mind. Thank you. And this route is a massive horseshoe shape. The people of Whitehills do not get a direct bus to East Kilbride. This must be very, very frustrating for them, especially when, like, I was about to put my finger on the screen to try and show you that way, but you can't see that. Especially when sort of this route exists. But oh well, you know, this is what Whitehills people get. So, it takes 46 minutes before I've added any journey times, so maybe another 20-minute headways? We'll see. I moved my mic away like I was going to cut this bit out, but I always like to show sort of the big scary graph. Let's see every 20, just flat throughout the day. This is unedited. 60 to 110, maybe every half hour then. This is certainly not going to be one of the most frequent services. 80 to 150, that'll do for a renown. 5 to 11-ish, that's our standard sort of operating time. And now I will cut this bit out. And the timetable for the 203 is done. And it doesn't need many at all. In fact, it needs 3, so I'm going to allocate 4 for it. That needs 4 BWs. And I want to put one more in. That'll go from EK. So I want to put one more route in before we get to the big shiny of this episode. However, I'm not sure what that should be. I'm going to see what this is. See if any of it's useful. Hang on. So, I've got a plan for our 3rd route in East Kilbride today. And that is going to be the brand new route 210. First of all, I'm going to renumber the 210. you become 205. You become 206. And you become 207. There we go. The new route 210 is going to run from East Kilbride bus station, or perhaps Hairmyres Hospital and via the Queensway. In fact, yeah, that's a good idea. Hairmyres Hospital, the Queensway. Then up along the 200, and then fling along the expressway to I don't know where, because you can only really serve this road in one direction from the expressway. But I don't want to stay on the expressway for too long, because that feels like taking the mick. So I don't know. Maybe it comes off the expressway, but its first stop is like here. And then it'll terminate here, which is sort of on the edge of Hamilton town centre. It's like Hamilton's like second mini, there's some stuff here by Hamilton West. And then, you know, the 210 can be expanded to Hamilton proper, you know, when we unlock that bit of the map. So, it is 210 time. Hairmyres Hospital to Hamilton Almada. Oh. We'll just put Hamilton, because that way I don't need to change it when I extend it. And there's the 210, running from Hairmyres Hospital, down Queensway, into East Kilbride, up along the 200, then fast along the expressway, and into Hamilton, where it currently terminates at Almada Street. And of course will be extended into the town centre when I unlock that bit of the map. Now I know what you're probably thinking about the routing within East Kilbride. Doesn't the 205 already come down here, or at least, you know, a similar route, very, very frequently? And I hear you. This route is going to run every 10 minutes all day, but only one bus in 3 is actually going to run to Hairmyres Hospital. So, you know, it's going to be a sort of handy little direct link, half-hourly, all the way into Hairmyres, but then every 10 minutes it's sort of a shuttle. That's the idea. But I'll see what the loadings are like for 10-minute frequencies. Obviously I'm going with such a high frequency because we'll be using renowns. And renowns will work. So I'm very, very happy about that. Obviously, standard it'll run from 5 till 11. So I will come back when this is all done. And there is the timetable for the 210. As you can see, to sort of tidy all of this up, I've given these little letters. So 210H are the hospital runs, 210A and 210B are the regular or the East Kilbride short runs. That complexity doesn't exist on Sundays, it's just East Kilbride short. And on Sundays they step back, as well as running at a reduced frequency, so the drivers get loads of breaks on a Sunday. The timetable looks like a complete mess, as you'd expect. So much so that I'm not going to try work out our vehicle requirement from that. No siree. I'm going to the easy mode. Oh, the easy mode, never mind. The easy mode breaks it. Activate later. I would like to be able for the game to tell me how many vehicles my routes will need, because when you've got complex routes like this, it's a lot. So let's have a look. Right, let's take this 5 o'clock. That gets there at 5:26, but it does not do the 5:30, it does the 5:40. Which is a 210H, it gets in at 6:21. Which does not step back at the hospital, it does a 6:25. Gets in at 7:06 to Hamilton. And that steps back and does a 7:20, which is in East Kilbride short. But I don't know where to sort of count that as coming back, so I'm just going to do that again. Right. 5 does the 5:40, 6:21. Gets back to... Oh, I don't know how to count this. What if I went to easy mode? Or would this just show me what it's gonna do? I'm really, really confused right now. It says 9, so I'm going to say 10. Actually, I'm going to say 12. There we go. So now I need to add up my numbers to make sure that I can actually fit them all in. I believe I can. In fact, yes I can. I'll have 2 spaces free as well. I can do that maths in my head. I will need 24. And we have 26 spaces left. Isn't that lovely? So, marketplace. Let's buy 24 buses. Which I almost certainly can't afford, but I have the game paused. So, solo bus. Where's the renown gone? There it is. No passenger information system. And you're going to be in the... No, that's for double deckers. There we go. Right, so we want 10. Okay, the game had one of those moments where it just wants to write... I don't know. It wants to write an essay onto my eDrive, and my eDrive just doesn't know what to do with all that information, so it just sort of dies for a moment. But... ooh, I could afford them all. Isn't that wonderful? But, like, where are they? There are 24 renowns. No, there they are. Yeah, they shouldn't be hard to miss, and in fact they weren't. So, I'm going to check with PO. What What's our highest numbered renown? I think it's 148. Also, these two are very stinky. Yeah, 148. So, East Kilbride, very full. So you are going to be, first of all you're going to say East Kilbride, not East Kilbridge, East Kilbride, copy, EK, oh, in caps please, fleet number VW149, license plate is going to be SK51, EKB, why not? Oh, 149's, oh yeah, duh, because we've got the B7's it. Thingy. Of course we do. Okay, VW178. No, even 178's taken. What's gone on with that then? What, is there anything at OA? Oh yes. VW191. Actually, why don't we take on this batch? So we go SM57 OSL. I like that. That's a good idea, me. Well done. There are so many renowns. So what was that? Was that 191 or something? Back to OA, yeah. VW191. That's weird. Why is there that random 1? Why didn't we stop it at 190? Anyway. PY. Not PY. East Kilbride. There you go. There was me going, I wonder if we'll hit VW200 with a renown in this series. Yes we will. VW192, and this is actually going to be SN51. What was it? OSL? Now I need to go back to OA to check. Yes. Cool. I'll get the rest of these done. And I'm finally back. That was a lot of numbering. To introduce the final bus in the batch. SN51OTK. Better known as VW215. Yeah. We've surpassed 200 VW class vehicles on this save, and in fact I'm going to go over to this one, which is VW200, and it has a rhythm gaming reference that may, like, you know, it has a rhythm gaming reference that this may predate, but you know, us. I don't play it. I play Project Sekai like a noob, like a dweeb. Anyway, I'm going to change this blind to say VW200 National Busways X Volvo. Oh, that just doesn't fit. Maybe I get rid of the space? How does that work? That does not work. What happens if I get rid of the national part and then put spaces in? Very nice. I like that. That's fun, you know? Just celebrating the partnership that's created 200 VW class vehicles in West Scotland alone, in the span of what would probably be about 3 years. I'm also going to check how many staff we have at East Kilbride, because we're going to need probably more. We might just be able to get away with it, but I want to have some more. Sort by friendliness. there we go. There's some drivers. And let's put those drivers on some routes. The first one is going to be the 201. Stewartfield to Whitehills in this massive S shape. Love that. Let's activate you when the game decides it wants to respond. Aha, the game wants to respond. Activate. Cool. The 201's activated. Now it's the turn of the 203, which is this horseshoe-shaped route, also serving Whitehills. I wonder what's quicker, actually, between Whitehills and East Kilbride Centre. Is it the 201 or the 203? Because the 203 is less complex, but the 201 is probably a little bit more direct. And maybe this road that I specifically wanted to serve is slow. Well, the 203 is now activated, and now it's the turn of the 210. You know, the 210 as it should have been, not the 210 as it has been. Which is, of course, now the 205. So, activate the 210. Game is struggling somewhat. Honestly, mood. Right. Let's get into the shift scheduler. Oh. There's one missing assignment today for a 203. Can I fit it somewhere? Can I give it? I can give it to one of these. Nice. Right, tomorrow. 120 missing assignments. This depot. We have drivers. That's good. Oh, naturally. Naturally, one of these is not doing correctly. What? It must have been a little batch of 4. I hope it was the little batch of 4 and not one of the big batches. Yeah, it looks like it was the big batch. Or the little batch. There we go. Now everyone's happy. So, the Renowns at East Kilbride operate like a sort of gigantic uni pool. So although, yeah, there's some SN51s and there's some V-Regs, they're both, like, all 3 batches here are sort of the same pool of buses, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, then I don't know how else to explain it, but there you go. So, I'm going to fast forward time. I'll show you the loan situation. I took out loans for this episode, but I think I'll be able to pay them back in a day or so of operating profits, because this map is actually insane. So yeah, I will see you for start of service tomorrow on the 210, where we will join the first 210H from Hairmyres Hospital. And we're back for the first 210. Well, the first new 210. It follows the old 210, which is now the 205, at least along the 210H adaptation. It follows the old 210 between Hairmyres Hospital and East Kilbride bus station. And then It goes along the 200 as far as the Worleys roundabout, which is an amazing name for a roundabout. I love that name. Before going to along the expressway to Hamilton, and then it takes a pretty direct route into Hamilton, I think. It's like stock mainline route between East Kilbride and Hamilton, as far as I'm aware. Hopefully it's good. Due there at 5:21, we'll see, although I doubt. Oh no, we're on time. Perfect. We got notification of sickness. Sure, fine. As, like, honestly, I relate. Looks like the 210's relatively quiet coming into Hamilton, but there aren't any connections and it's not rush hour yet. So, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I've got no doubt that the route's going to do well, but we'll see just how well it does. And of course it will do better once the map is expanded and we can go to thingy. Right. This is going back to the hospital. This is a different bus, I believe. Should be. Because they step back at thingy. It's looking relatively quiet, but again, it's not rush hour yet. What I'm interested to see is how does it do with rush hour services over the expressway. But that's not the only route we put in. We've also got the 201. There's one picking up there, going at 603. So let's speed forward to 603 and see how we do. It's busy off the get-go. I love that. Love when a bus is busy, but not too busy. Which this one is. Still busy, but not too busy. This route is doing fabulously. At some point I'm going to have to remove that stop from everything. It's such a stupid stop. But coming along Queensway, it's not that busy. But then again, I think Queensway is overserved by us. I don't think Queensway gets that many buses rammed down it in real life. Okay, recovering from a little lag spike, and it's getting busy again as we head into East Kilbride's sort of residential areas, following the N21 in the 201, which that was something that just worked too well. That numbering I didn't plan that, believe it or not. Or did I? Oh, I've been recording for so long I can't remember whether or not that was planned. It feels like something that wasn't planned, because I'm just sort of good at numbers like that. But as the 201's going, when's the next one there? 6:55. So with that time in mind, let's go up. I was about to say upstairs. Let's go upstairs, why not? And have a look at the expressway. Ooh, very, very lag. Right, that one is carrying 28 passengers on the expressway. This one's coming onto the expressway and seems to be picking up. 24 on the expressway, not bad. This one's entering the express with 38 on board. And I'll do one more. Maybe. I'll check the next one coming this way. And it's coming onto the expressway with probably 28 on board. Very nice. Pause the game, let's go back down to Whitehills and have a look at the 203. There it is. The 7 o'clock. It lied to me. Oh, that's because that's a 201. Oh, I missed it. There it is. What? That's a 201. Where's the 203? I'm following the 203. Oh, there it is. Let's see how it does. Again, I don't expect the 203 to be as busy as the 201 even. The 201 covers a lot more, but at the same time is kind of more direct in a certain way. But then again, this is doing really, really good numbers. I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong about this area. Wouldn't be the first time. I feel like I've been wrong about a lot of things in this series. That stop's really busy. Serving this road was a good idea. But at the same time, this doesn't feel like I'm too far over or under capacity. Like, there's going to be a service to Glasgow along that road. That's going to be either the 20 or the 22. But that's for another time. Let's check the expressway again now that we're sort of a bit deeper into peak time. That one's got, what is that, 25 on board? 25. And the next one coming onto the expressway from East Kilbride has 25 on it as well. Very nice. I think today has been a resounding success at East Kilbride. The network is booming, but it's still got this massive hole down here, which I desperately need to fill. Which I will fill, eventually. Probably with a circuitous route to Eaglesham. Or Newton Mearns via Eaglesham, very circuitously. There's numerous ways I could sort of do this, and I'm not sure yet, which is why I've not done it. Like, I've reached this sort of point in East Kilbride where I know that there's more I need to do still. But at the same time, East Kilbride Garage is now basically full. And I'm covering enough of East Kilbride that it feels like there isn't much left. Because there kind of isn't much left, really. Especially if you're thinking about serving with full-size buses, there's not much left. I could certainly see potential for minibus routes, but I don't think they go from EK. Well, they can't go from EK. EK's full. And I'm always cognizant of the limit to how many depots you can have. Also, seeing as I'm up here now, just drifted up here, idly pressing the arrow keys. How's our new additions to Paisley doing? They seem to be coping just fine down south. The 116 is on a knife's edge because I wanted ADSs. It looks like every bus on the 116 is in the orange or the red, which is not good. Maybe the 116 gets ADLs, I don't know. I don't know if it can run with ADLs. I don't know what this estate's like. But that's by the by. Let's have a look at Hamilton, where we have just launched our first service. Or, where we've just expanded to for the first time. Hamilton, with the 210 to East Kilbride. And with that, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.